Hi, thanks for clicking on my video. Today's Sunday, I think August 25th, I think. I've lost track of time. Time's a construct. What does it really mean? That's how I feel. It's been a very busy summer, and let me walk you through the garden. Alright, let's go towards the greenhouse. As you can see, my Fresno chili peppers are really doing great now that they're potted up. Those were the ones I got from seeds from a pepper I bought at Wegmans. I've got some random things growing in pots. Melon, I think. Some carrots that reseeded themselves. And then I think that's a squash or a pumpkin that is growing in and out of the greenhouse. You can see my beautiful garden gate. We've replaced the latch a few times. Can't seem to get it to work. So let's go in. So over here we have bunching onions that are starting, and calendula germinating along the fence line. These are red currant squash. There's winter squash that's supposed to grow real fast. Then over here we have beets, radishes, and turnips. You'll notice I've pulled out some of the summer plants, but we've got sunflowers still coming up, waiting to bloom. I've still got some tomato plants. My marigolds are doing great. Today I transplanted some seedlings. These are cauliflower seedlings. Here's one of my watermelon. You can see we're still having some deer and squirrel pest issues. They're helping themselves to whatever they like in the garden. Over here in the expanded part of the bed, we've got some spinach. There's some kale. I've got some rainbow chard growing in that back row. I've got more spinach, a little bit of lettuce coming up. We planted a lot, but we haven't had a really good germination rate. This is my plum tree. It's not looking super great. The hot weather and the deer really did a number on it. But on the other side of this footpath that I made, I have a variety of carrots that I sowed. I've planted parsnips, but they haven't germinated yet. So this is the original bed. I pulled out a couple tomato plants because the deer had done so much damage to them. There was no chance that they would recover before the frost and give us any sort of fruit. You can see the deer just helped themselves. But I've got some smaller plants that are doing pretty good. I've got peppers. Those are orange bell peppers. Over here, I've got a ton of banana peppers growing. This banana pepper is actually being held by a monster pumpkin. I've got some kale that I have left. This is the bug hotel that my sister got Autumn for her birthday. It's really cool. They seem to like this space. I transplanted some Brussels sprouts and broccoli over here. I'm still getting squash off of these squash plants. I've had a lot of patty pan squash. We're still getting some chard from the spring. You can see it's still doing good. Not all the plants are doing as well. These are the dragon tongue bush beans. The squirrels have just been ripping them apart. Not really sure what to do. Had some bug infestation on my older French beans, but over here Amber planted a lot of replacement beans. I also planted a ton of peas that are starting to sprout and climb, so we should have some peas and beans in about a month. This is my cucumber that for a long time I thought was a goner. I've already picked 2 cucumbers off of it that have just been perfect, and as you can see, I have more coming on. It's actually a really happy plant, surprisingly, for this late in the year. So I'm just gonna let it be and do its thing. Hopefully it'll keep producing, and hopefully I'll get some beans. I keep seeing flowers on these dragon tongue bush beans, but I'm not getting any beans. This is the Oscillo thin skin pepper. We had 1 pepper on it. It was really small. It ripened real fast. It was very fruity, but not very spicy. I saved the seeds and dried them for next year. This is Mexican, or not, this is the Amish paste tomato. I haven't had any flowers on it. I'm considering pulling it out just because I've had no flowers on it all year. So that's what's in the big bed so far right now. I'm waiting for garlic. I'm going to plant some garlic on the other side of the pumpkin there. And I'm considering planting some more carrots. I don't have any more beans or chard or anything that I can plant. Not sure why the germination has been so off and on with the carrots and the parsnips. I know these ones over here are the purple dragon carrots. Then I had the muscade orange carrots, and then I had the yellow carrots, and I got 0 germination in the middle for the muscade carrots. So I don't know if it's just a different germination rate or if it was a old seed. They came from Baker Creek, so I would think, well, here's one. Maybe they have a different germination rate, but I would have thought that we'd see a little bit more by now. So I'm excited to see some stuff come up. I'm excited to harvest some more squash. Maybe the squirrels will leave me a pumpkin. They have eaten every pumpkin that we've had produced. So, zinnias I planted in the spring, still looking great. I'm just so happy with this variety that we got. I love zinnias. And they go so nicely with the marigolds. And soon the sunflowers. I moved the strawberries to under the tree because they were getting sun-baked. They should have been sending out runners, but so far they're just hanging on by their dear life. So I think I'm going to get another kind of strawberry in the spring, or maybe in the fall in a couple weeks, to plant in here with them, just because I'm not sure that these are going to clone themselves and spread like they should be. I've got some straw that I'm going to put on soon to get them ready for winter. So this is the herb garden. I've got about 5 little eggplants started. My lavender I've harvested twice and will need to harvest again. My basil's looking like it's a little sun cooked. I put these garden lights out here. It makes it really beautiful. I've harvested the chamomile a few times. I've got enough to make some tea. Here are the carrots that we sowed back in, I want to say, the very beginning of July. So soon we'll have some carrots from here. Lemon verbena I've cut back twice. The sage we've just been harvesting nonstop. You can see the cabbages I'm hoping to be able to harvest in October. They still don't have real good heads formed. And then we've got some random chives that are still trying to survive. Got beets and turnips in the center, none of which really look like they're gonna do much. I planted onion slips all along the border here earlier today. I don't know that we'll get any to harvest. I pulled out the red onions yesterday. The thyme is doing good. I've got a bunch of that drying. Same thing with the rosemary and the tarragon. These are a very precious flower to me. These are queen lime zinnias, and they are just so beautiful. They come up green and pink and orange. They're just, I think, maybe my favorite variety of zinnias. I'm definitely going to be planting more of them next year. As you can see, I've got more flowers on the eggplants. I've got one that should be ready next week. Just lots of production on the eggplants. There's the lemon balm. I have 2 jarfuls of dried lemon balm already. I'm not sure what to do with all of this lemon balm. But if you want some, let me know, because it is growing very crazy. This is the Provence lavender that actually produced some flowers this year. I'm excited to see it get bigger next year. Let's see. I think that might be all that's going on right now in this bed. So that's what's growing here. I know I haven't posted in probably a month. I've been just really busy with research and having Autumn home from school. But that's what's growing here. I hope things are growing well by you. Thanks for checking it out.